so much. That was so beautiful. I am going to ask Naresh Mama to come up and share a few words. My honorary mama.
Okay. It's very difficult to tell about somebody whom you know lifelong. I don't know, mommy has not changed at all. Most of you know me as my brother here. So she's younger than me, but she acts like an older sister and bosses me around. In that aspect, Maya is taking my mom's role to make it straight and narrow. Very early on, I learned that my mom's one of the abilities, which most of you experience, is to make friends. But even when I was in kindergarten, she would make friends with my classmates' parents, and they had become their lifelong friends. She had never met them, she knew them because they were classmates, and their parents, their kids were classmates. Very early on, I learned that I have to share my mom with most of you. Very early on, I learned that she has lots of daughters, lots of sons, lots of nieces and nephews. Everybody calls her Mummy because we used to call Mummy Maya and I, or Masi, or anything else they want to call. But I had to share her with everybody. I had no choice. And she would still call a lot of people as their children and grandchildren. Even grandchildren, she acts as if she's their friend. She's never given me lecture. She has never given me meeting. But I tease her. When my kids were young, I used to try to teach them a little bit Sanskriti, and one of the things I started teaching Sonarupa was Matu Devo Bhava, Pitu Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. And my daughter told me, she doesn't remember, but my teacher told me, I'm your friend. I'm not like a god. And I realized in my life that I don't want to call Matu Devo Bhava because that, in my eyes, puts a distance between me and my mom. She is not like a god. She is more my friend. And I would like to call her a friend, and I know most of you would like to call her a friend. And that is more important to me. She has always been my friend. Whenever I'm happy, whenever I'm sad, when I'm doing something right, when I'm doing something wrong. She's a friend. As a friend, she can demand things, she can be my equal, not my superior or inferior. I can joke with her, I can make fun of her, she makes fun of me. And she makes fun of all of you, I know. All of you have experienced. And I have to share all of you with her. I have no choice. And one of the things she has made big difference in my life, when I grew up I realized, is she has tried to teach me. She has to try to gently push me into the world. When I went to 8th grade, I was interested in technical school, and a lot of people say you don't need to learn that because you don't need to learn carpentry, you don't need to learn electrical wiring. She said, no, go learn anything you want to learn. And I could go to technical school. When I was going to IIT, people said, why the heck are you sending your son away from Ahmedabad? He can find a job here. He doesn't need to learn somewhere else. When I want to come to America, she said, go. You need to figure out what to do. One of the things she's taught me early on is because she knew sewing and stitching and other things. So very early on, I learned how to sew. I was miserable, terrible, but I learned because it was fun. Because everybody coming to home, all She made me knit a sweater to bring it here because she knew it is going to be cold. And I had to knit the whole sweater. She tried to teach me cooking, she failed. She tried to teach me rotary, and I could never make a round rotary. And then I turned into, when my kids were young, I would make this shape of sonal S, O, N, A. This is, you cook, bake a bhakri. Doesn't matter as long as you can cook something and eat something. So I want to call my mom, not as a mom, but as a friend. She's my benpani, and I'm sure she's everybody's benpani. And I want her, everybody to treat her as a benpani. Thank you, Mummy. Happy birthday.